There's like 1,000 Skarsgårds. I wasn't sure which one it was.
It's true.
There's at least 4 of them, I think, right?
Yeah. No, there's 1,000.
1,000.
All right, welcome to This Week in Nerd History, a podcast where we take a look at all the fun, dumb, nerdy stuff from the past, present, and future. I'm Mike. Joining me, as always, we got AJ and Sal. How you guys doing?
Swell.
So what are we going to talk about today? It is the 40th anniversary of Labyrinth. I watched it this afternoon while working.
Nice. I watched it last night with my kids.
Okay.
It was super fun.
We'll get into I'm very curious what your kids' thoughts were on it.
Oh, yeah. Did they stand on their heads? Was they...
Yeah.
They were not standing on their heads. It was better than Ninja Turtles.
Wow.
Wow. Okay. Sal's got some Absolute Batman stuff to talk about, and I would like to set things off on a positive note.
Oh, no.
You guys remember this?
Oh, God.
Yep.
Jump scare warning.
Right? Yeah.
Yes. Of course.
Well, there seems to be
Like,
a new player
Oh, yes.
in the game.
Not nearly as old, but
The Cat in the Hat one. Oh, I've got...
probably still as terrifying.
Let's see here. So a nice little 360 view going on. This is always the most terrifying or just grossest part to me.
Uh-huh.
Is just the like open wound in the back of the head.
Oh, yeah.
Just awful.
Just awful.
So disturbing.
Zoom in on that wound. Good.
Yeah.
So let me get the face here. Yeah, not nearly as old, but quite filthy.
Yeah. Filthier than you would have thought.
Right? What's happening up here?
You know what that is? That says no preservation. That when that movie was done, they just tossed it into the corner of whatever studio made that movie.
Yep.
Someone's like, we could probably sell this.
So
Years later.
I spotted that one, and then Chase sent this one my way.
Oh, no.
So this is Yoda's puppet head skin, which is terrifying in itself, just the name.
Yeah.
It doesn't, like, it's like if you burned Yoda
Yeah.
and then, oh no.
Yeah.
Burned him. He looks more like that
Oh.
that ugly guy from Mac and Me, the Mac.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh,
He looks like a burn
again,
victim. Look at
massive
that.
head
That's
wound here.
more flesh-colored than it was ever.
Oh,
I hate it.
everyone's just, all these masks, all these people have just been bludgeoned in the back of the head with a 2x4.
Yeah. What's that? Yoda was not a costume.
Just a dangling
They
sack
didn't
of
need
skin.
to put that on anything. This explains a lot, by the way, because like they've never
Put
gotten
in a little
Yoda
picture
right.
of him on.
Like, that's what he's supposed to look like. Don't do that, because then it just makes it more clear how horrible
Awful it is.
and how
This
far
is like
beyond it
Dateline.
is.
Like,
Yeah.
when they have like,
We found him with his eyes gouged out. His neck flesh dangled below his esophagus.
this is whatever horrible creatures are living on Dagobah just were devouring Yoda, and this is all that was love.
This is why Jedi disappear when they die, because otherwise the animals come
They
from.
look like this.
It's just this is proof though, because like I remember complaining to my wife, like every single Yoda we've seen since like Empire and Return of the Jedi has never looked like Yoda again, like not even close.
Yeah.
And I'm like, how hard is it to just get the effing puppet and 3D scan it? Because they melt. Because they were made, because like the same reason why like finding an original Kermit is impossible, because like they were not built to last. Muppets are built, like there's 20 of them. Even MST3K, those puppets, they have like 100 servos. Like you can't just like go, oh, just get the original. Like they were not built to last. They're being treated like this all the time, and they're bashing into things. They're being dangerously close to fire.
Yeah, the Kermit and Muppets and stuff I get, because it's all like handcrafted stuff, right, and felt and everything like that. But like for like Yoda, or I don't know if the process was different in.
It's latex. It's just it biodegrades.
I mean, would they have a mold though? Like, wouldn't there be?
That's
a
what
mold?
I'm wondering.
Yeah.
See, now that's the thing, right? Like and there's no way George threw out the mold. Like that mold exists. You know, if they can make a mold of the salt vampire from that episode of Star Trek from 1960, whenever. And there is a mold for Yoda, for real Yoda, and there's no excuse for why Rian Johnson couldn't have made Yoda look good, especially when they made a puppet. I'm like, that doesn't look like him either.
Yeah.
I was like, well, if they just went to the puppet, it would look good. I'm like, that doesn't look good either. It's not even close. But this is just, because it's
I think it's more like
it's more true. It's more real. This is the real Yoda. Who looks like a burn victim. He looks like Freddy Krueger if he were whatever species Yoda is.
I wouldn't be taking life advice from this thing.
From this? I don't know. This guy, this face has lived.
Yeah, he's seen some
and now
stuff.
is not.
He's lived, but he's made like horrible decisions.
Yeah, this is meth Yoda. I hate it.
Any extra cash you've got? No, Yoda.
And yet I'd still take it over the Cat in the Hat.
Yeah, I know. The Cat in the Hat one's just like kind of sad.
It is sad because like this movie sucks. No one saw it. It's a blight on Mike Myers' career despite the Love Guru.
Yeah.
And yet there's still like prop stores like, ladies and gentlemen, head to toe, Cat in the Hat. Like and then there's poor whoever, Donatello, Leonardo, I don't know which.
I think
I mean, they're all
Prime.
perfect for Halloween decorations.
Oh, it's Leonardo. Oh, it's Leonardo.
Oof.
And this was from the third one, which makes sense. This is the one that I saw recently.
You did?
Yeah.
That was incredible, that commentary for Ninja Turtles 3.
Lord.
You did not like that movie, and that made me delighted because I knew that was the first movie I ever saw that I found out movies could be bad. And so I'm like, you haven't seen this and you're going to watch it right now? F yes.
Yeah. Brutal.
This is going to be great.
Brutal. Fun to watch, though, in the purpose
Context
of just like
making fun of it.
Making fun of it. Absolutely. We're watching Street Fighter 1994 tonight.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, which I have not.
Nice.
I've seen the end part. We watched it here on Pod like last year, I think.
Yeah, when they like jump in the air.
Yeah, but beyond that, I don't think I've seen more than 10% of that movie.
I saw that in theaters too, for some reason. I didn't see Double Dragon, but I did see Street Fighter.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I think that was? I saw Mortal Kombat in the theater, and I was like, well, this is pretty sweet.
Yeah.
And then I saw Street Fighter, and I'm like, that is not the same experience.
Yeah. So, just wanted to share some disturbing imagery with you guys.
Thank you.
I have one more in store, but it won't come into play until a little bit later, where it'll make more sense. So, stay tuned.
Stay tuned.
You too. So, you want to talk about some Absolute Batman?
Yeah. So this is oddly self-promotional, but we did a video on my channel where we talked about like this single issue from Batman from like 1966, not to be confused with the television show from the same year, but Silver Age Batman. And there's this classic cover of Batman holding Robin's dead corpse, and it's a story called Robin Dies at Dawn. And he's on an alien planet, and it's like, I saw it in a book once that was among 1,000 other covers from a disambiguous time where you're like, well, you'll never read that book because it came out 60 years before you were born. So you're reading this thing. And so they made a facsimile edition, which is like they reprinted the entire book the way it was printed in 1966, but sold it for, 10 times what it cost when it was released. Yep. And so I picked it up because I was like, I've always wanted to know what happens when Robin dies at dawn. So I read it and it sucks. And I had to talk about it because like it's really weird and funny and bizarre. And Uber writer Grant Morrison used it to inspire their like entire like 2000s catalog of Batman stories. But I put out this book. I'm like, Robin dies at dawn. Ha ha ha. And the audience was like, holy crap. Did you know? And I'm like, what? So in Absolute Batman, it's another universe. It's a little darker, more like a lot darker. But, Batman's young but huge. And the way they introduced Robin was by going, here are all of them at once. And they don't work with Batman. They work with Deathstroke, who works for the government. And they're all given basically Evangelion mechs. And each of them is like their distinct personality of the Robins from the old universe, but instead they have never known Batman, and they only know Batman to be like an urban vigilante who needs to be brought to justice. So you got like Jason Todd, Dick Grayson, Tim Drake, Duke Thomas, everybody else. Like, and Stephanie, like all the Robins, and they all get a mech, and they all have like different stats. And, you know, like one's a medic and one's a bruiser and blah, blah, blah. You know, because the creator has been heavily inspired by his children's interests, which, by the way, has paid dividends. So who am I to judge? But all these Robins are here, and they've been kind of like on the back burner, despite the fact they've also emblazoned at least 2 or 3 covers, and the Robins are kind of like, each of their personalities from their old universe are kind of like bleeding through, where like one's more of a natural born, like cool-headed leader. The other one's a hothead. The other one's like, you know, forgotten because of the middle child, so who cares? And, you know, et cetera. And they killed one of them in the latest issue of Absolute Batman. And I'm like, he's only been in like 4 collective pages, but like, yeah, all right, we already have too many Robins as it is. But they kill him off in this book, and it was like, I had clandestinely, like, or inadvertently put out a book where I'm like, Robin's gonna die on the same day that Absolute Batman was like, oh, Robin died. Like, that's a spoiler. And I'm like, oh, I didn't know that.
Whoops.
Yeah,
Whoopsies.
but it's cool that they, you know, but Scott has been accused by me of like really shotgunning this whole run. Like, we're in the 20s of the Absolute Batman run, and like we're just like, let's do everything, like get through it. He's already fought Bane, you know. It's just like, I'm like, what's the hurry, man? You know, like Absolute Superman has been, as fast as Absolute Batman's been going, Absolute Superman took, I think, like 13 to 16 issues before you go, oh, it's Superman. He's still being super, but he's like not been what you know Superman to be. It's taken almost 20 issues for him to be like, that's Superman to me. By the way, that's a really cool slow burn that, if you stick with it, works. I didn't, but my wife did, and so I, found out about it. And then I'm like, okay, now I got to go back and read it. But Batman's just been like breakneck speed, and so here we're like only like 4 or 5 issues ago, like, here's all the Robins. And then like literally 4 or 5 issues later, like, and one of them died. And I'm like, okay,
too many
whoa.
Robins.
Yeah, too many Robins. Like, that was your fault. Nobody told you to do that. Yeah.
You know what? Here's 3 more. Why not? Do we put more?
Yeah, what? He could. And it's coming, man. I know it. But it was still fun to see. And it's just like emblematic of the entire Absolute Batman run, and why I think it's so just unstoppably popular, because like anything can happen. It definitely follows the style of like an anime or a manga or a video game, but with like a character people can get behind. I think it's why like bro dudes love Superman, despite having never embodied his basic tenets of morality or also have read his stories or even watched his cartoon, because like they want to be associated with something iconic. Like they know they want that like identity and that like tether to something enduring and forever and also kind of cool, and you can make a tattoo out of it. But but it just doesn't work. Whereas with Absolute Batman, it's like this is scratching is a generational itch scratching. And so it's like it's why old fogies are like, what? And people under 30 are like, that's it. Yes, you figured it out. So weird. But it's a weird time. It's a weird time to be here, where I'm like, so I get it. I get why you're doing this. And I don't know if I love it, but I'm still reading it. And sometimes I'm like, this is cool. Like, yeah, okay. Yeah, that's kind of cool. I'm digging on that.
I was telling Sal, I randomly picked up, I don't even know what it's called. The Hush. You had a specific name for it, like a mini, like a collection.
Oh yeah. The mini comic. I don't know what they're like. Specifically, compact comics. Yeah. Where it's like a full story, but manga sized and cheaper. And that's it. And it's genius. And DC was just like, that was, they pulled the trigger on that when they made the Absolute line. So like just all these things pushed them into the top for market share value and the hearts and minds of people who are either interested in reading comics or already were reading comics.
Emphasis on the compact comic. The thing is like tiny print, and like a lot of like it's Batman's narration. They have them in like these like text bars where it's like blue to white on like black text on top. I'm like, I think I know what he's saying. I don't actually know. I can't.
That's the problem. Like, I love the compact comics, but like some of them don't translate well to being smaller. Like they need to be either relettered or something. I don't know, but it's a good idea and it works, and like, you know, it's just for little kids whose eyes work like ours don't.
Yeah, little kids can see smaller things.
For sure.
Yeah, I guess. Me, I'm like, make them bigger. Make them like really big. Make them
I literally
comically
just
large.
increased the size of the text that I have on the side, my notes for Labyrinth. I was like, this is too small. I got to make it
What
bigger.
am I doing? Who am I trying to impress?
Why am I trying to pretend I can read tiny text? Just make that extra.
I was very close to like doing this on the page. Like, all right, this is, what's our thing? Yesterday in Nerd History?
Yeah.
It is the 40-year anniversary of Labyrinth. I watched it this afternoon. AJ, you said you watched it last night with your kids. What did they think?
Well, before I put it on, so it was like getting late in the night, and I was like, okay, listen, like, Felix, lock in. If you want to stay up, you got to get off your iPad, you know, go get changed, ready for bed, and then you're going to watch this movie with me. And if you don't want to watch it, then you're going to bed. And he was like, okay.
I don't want to hear it.
And I was like, we're watching The Labyrinth. And he's like, oh, is that the one with like the signs change around? And I was like, yep, that's it. And he's like, okay. He's so excited. He runs upstairs, gets changed, come back downstairs. Emmett enters the scene, and he's like, what are we watching? And we put it on. And in the beginning, when Sarah's doing her like reciting in the park, he goes, I hate this. And I'm like, just wait. This is going to be fun. I'm like, Felix is excited about it. You're going to be excited about it too. But then it jumps into like when they basically like the first half of it, I'm like trying to convince him like, it's okay. It's not that scary because he's genuinely terrified. Like there's goblin faces show up and there's spooky music and it's dark and the baby's about to disappear and then the baby disappears and it's this little thing. And he's like covering his face and he doesn't want to see it and he's so scared. But then, eventually I'm like, it's okay. They're funny. They're silly. You can like, it was like this little dance that we had to play where like he would get scared about something and it'd be like, it's going to be okay in just a minute. You just got to like wait through it. Yeah. You got to brace yourself. But like the whole time I'm like, is he too young to be watching this? Like, am I
fucking up right now?
Am I going to give him nightmares now? Because I can't remember how old Felix was when he first saw it, but he was excited enough to see it again. You know, he was, like I said, jumping at the chance to see it. So I don't know. Overall, and then at the end, Emmett was like, wait, it was all a dream? And I'm like, kind of?
I don't know.
Not really.
Right.
And then we asked him like at the end, like, is this too scary for kids? And he's like, no. And we're like, was it scary for you? And he goes, no. But I was a little scared at the beginning. Like, yeah, you were.
Yeah,
I know.
I had written down, like, because by the end of the movie, spoiler, like all of her new friends just appear like in her room. I'm like, I'm just watching Sarah's descent into madness. I don't know if this is real.
She created all the all of the characters. This morning I actually like put it back on for just the beginning when they show her room because they show every character throughout her room. They have a little statue of Hoggle. There's the first thing you see is the Fiery, and then you see like all of these books that Alice in Wonderland and Where the Wild Things Are and things. And then there's an Escher poster up on our wall. And there's a little like ballerina type thing of what she looks like when she's in the masquerade scene. Mm-hmm. Like everything that's important in the plot you see there. And it just goes to show like all of this is in her head. But then they show up at the end and they're real. I don't know. So it is a little bit descent into madness.
She's like Kaiser Soze up until the point where until like they're actually there. And then they're like, oh shit, wait, I don't know. Now I don't know what's happening. I don't know if I didn't like this movie when I was a kid. And then
you didn't?
No, I was like, for me, I don't know the exact timeline of it, but it was like Labyrinth or Neverending Story, and I was Neverending Story more than Labyrinth.
Same.
I was both equally.
In the watching it again now, I'm like, yeah, I kind of get why now I'm remembering why I didn't really like it. There's just like, it's amazing. Like I would just, it was like
an achievement.
Yeah. I was like getting stressed out just about the production of it. I'm like, there's so much stuff. Everything is so many puppets. Like, everything's like a camera trick or just like super innovative. So like even like the 3D animated owl in the beginning, I'm like, this is 40 years ago. Like that's not a normal thing to have in a movie. And then there's like so many like visual tricks. The sets are crazy. A billion freaking super technical puppets and stuff.
Yep.
So like all that stuff, I was like, I love all that stuff for it. Not a big fan of what's his face, Hoggle. Just his face.
Hoggle.
A lot of his
care
face.
for
I
Hoggle.
didn't need to see his face so much.
No.
You don't need to see his face.
But watching it again, I was like, yeah, I don't know why I specifically why I didn't like the movie, but there's just like tonally, it was like there's some weird stuff in there. Like I'd forgotten all the music parts in there.
Yeah, there was a lot more Bowie songs than I remember. I remember there being like 2 big ones, and then I was like, oh, he's singing again. All right, I'll do it.
Yeah.
I'll do it.
Yeah, I would have been like, oh man, I got David Bowie. He probably doesn't want to sing all the time. Do that. He probably gets asked to sing all the time. But no, he loved doing it. He sang in that extras show. Like
I forgot about that.
It's incredible. But I saw this movie later, but not too much later. Like when I was a kid, but like a teenager, and I was like, this is pretty slow. Like I did not love it.
You thought it was slow? That's interesting.
I did.
Because I feel like
it was a slow burn.
It jumps right into spook stuff for, looking at it through the eyes of a 5-year-old. It's very scary to start, with the exception of her talking in the park where he hated it. But like, it's, between that and like when they're in the oubliette and then they go up and there's the cleaners coming through, like that was like very scary for him. There's a lot of things that he was like, I don't like this.
The hands,
that's fair.
all
It
the
is
hands
like off-putting.
Yeah.
But like, and I remember like as a kid being like shocked that the kid was taken. Like I was like, oh crap, this is an unsafe movie. The baby's gone. And what's she gonna do about that? Because goblins aren't real, and so there's a very real predator out there. But no, it's I also was very taken aback by David Bowie's package because it was very prominent and
front and center.
I was surprised because I was like, this is supposed to be a kids movie or is this some like weird? I was like, is this a movie where it's like they're like it's for kids, but like not really, like we're getting a laugh at your expense. But no, it was just like that's probably just what he wanted to wear. But knowing that it's Jim Henson's movie, like he directed this movie and that he's doing it kind of as a reaction to like working in public broadcasting and what he really wanted to do. And if you watch like his like Anison commercials and stuff, like the dude clearly is like way into psychedelics and, the kind of like non-conflict conflict. Cause like, is David Bowie's Goblin King an antagonist? Or is he just like a mischief maker? Like he's not even like he's in complete control of the situation. I don't even really get the impression that he like wants the baby.
Yeah.
Like he just wants to teach her a lesson.
I think
and I'm like, that's kind of nice. And I think but that's why, like, as a kid, I was like, there is no conflict in this movie. Like, I'm like boring. But it's also like, oh, but it's a Jim Henson movie through and through, where he's like, no, the conflict is misunderstandings. Like,
God damn it, that voice.
And then I showed it to my wife like less than a year ago, which is why I was like unprepared because I watched this movie wholesale in 4K with my wife, and she was like, like never seen it before.
She's
never
just
seen
it.
What?
Yeah.
Is this? And I'm like, it's
that's the
nice.
exact reaction I got when I showed it to my best friend in high school. I remember I went to her house. We were like sitting on the ground in her living room, and I was like so excited because I was like, I love this movie. I can't believe you've never seen it. I was like so excited to show it to her, and that was her reaction. She was like, "What is this?"
It's
and
all over the place.
She was like, "You watched this as a kid?" I'm like, yeah, all the time.
Yeah.
Like not realizing, and then like seeing like getting to the fiery scene and then being like, oh yeah, this is scary. This is traumatizing maybe but not for me, I guess.
My favorite was in the beginning, I forget the dog's name, the Old English sheepdog.
It's like Milton or something.
Or what's the name like in the Labyrinth? There's the dog that's in there.
There's
like
Ambrosius.
Ambrosius is just I'm like, because I love that kind of dog anyway. But like when I was like, yeah, that dog looks like a Muppet, and then they're just constantly doing like a Texas switch between real dog and Muppet.
Real dog and Muppet dog, where when it shakes, it's the Muppet dog, and then when it's running with
and he does like has
with Sir Didymus on the back, he's on his back and falling a little bit.
I know they did it for like 20 minutes. I was like, this is fantastic. I love it.
Yep, I love it.
I do love Sir Didymus.
That's like classic Henson Muppet to me.
Yes.
Got all the telltale signs in the designs. was like, thank you. Just like a normal looking one, please, for like 2 seconds. I don't want to look at
I always
Hoggle
thought
again.
it was strange that there's a dog on top of a dog. That one dog can talk and is interacting with him, and the other one is just a normal dog.
It's like Goofy and Pluto. Right? There's a hierarchy.
It's like Goofy and Pluto.
Yeah. There's a hierarchy. One of the things that I thought was interesting was the Goblin King was, something that they wanted to have as like they wanted a big charismatic star to be the Goblin King. And so before they landed on Bowie, they considered Sting, Prince, Mick Jagger, and Michael Jackson. And then went with Bowie. And Bowie was like, read versions of the script and was like, I think early on he was like, I don't know about this. And then they kept sending him scripts and he was like, okay, I'm on.
Okay, but you got to introduce me to Kermit. Because then, like, I don't know. Have you ever seen like Arsenio Hall when like Rolf comes on and how he just completely turns into a child and like it's like the Muppets were only invented like 10 years earlier. Like Henson's there and he's like, hey man, what's going on? And Arsenio's like, yeah, Rolf, what's up? And he's like,
he's genuinely excited to meet him.
I
mean, honestly, that's what would happen to me if like Miss Piggy showed up in the studio. I would be like, oh my God, it's Miss Piggy.
I know.
Ah, yes, if only. I would love it too because she'd be such a bitch.
She'd tell me to get away. Get your hands off me.
I would probably be more starstruck by like Miss Piggy or Kermit or Rolf than like Sting coming in. Big time. It's a very different thing. It'd just be completely different.
I know. I'm trying. If anybody knows anybody, this is. I say this every time, but if you can tell me how to get to Sesame Street, let me know. Because I've been to the museum. It's right next to the studio where they shoot Sesame Street, and I'm like, I have to get in there. But I did meet Carol Spinney, who played Oscar the Grouch in Big Bird, and he was amazing. And because Oscar was my favorite, if you could imagine, and and he talked about like creating the character and how he whipped up the character like in the taxi cab on the way to audition or like work on the character. It was a cabbie who was just like, "Hey, come on!" Like he was just a real asshole, and he's like, "You're him. You're my guy now forever."
That's crazy.
But yeah, I would love to do that. Anyway, but yeah, I'd freak out, like and that's the thing. Jennifer Connelly is probably like 15 when they're shooting that movie, so she's like, she's too cool for school, but she was like, I love these people. I love everything they're doing because like everyone's there. Like David Goles is there, like all the everyone who were working on Fraggle Rock and Sesame Street and the Muppets are there working, being horrible, gross-looking versions of themselves, and. But like you hear the voice, it's like, oh yeah, that's Frank Oz. Like he can be 7 other characters, but underneath you hear Frank Oz in all of them.
Yeah,
and I'm like, I would not be able to stop. Like just, and she'd be like, Muppets are dumb anyway. I just need to. Before we go, Mr. Henson, I just need to give you a hug. Okay, goodbye, you loser. Because I'm too cool for school, but also I can't help myself.
It's a roller coaster.
I want to thank Labyrinth for introducing us to another thing because they had to make so many of these like weird goblins that like were anonymous and had no like names and stuff. But when they invented the Boglin,
damn it, I didn't like that. The way that it came up.
It just creeped up,
just showed up.
Yeah, I am not an amateur
puppeteer,
by the way. I want to
Splinter.
be. Yeah. I can't even do it. I'd be like, I can't even be Splinter after that because like I can't do the voice because it's so racist.
I can do it. Oh, turtles. Yeah, you must use the pizza to fight the foot cloud.
Thank you.
Yep. I'm half Japanese, folks. I can do it. I'm allowed.
Whereas I am only turning Japanese. It's a very stupid joke. But yeah, Boglins kind of were the result of that. They were like, the guy was like, the dude who invented Boglins was like Tim Clark or something. And he was like, I know how to make these for cheap. I'll just make them and sell them to children. And who wouldn't want this ugly-ass thing that feels like a goblin? Like he has like This is from 87 or whatever. This is an original Boglin.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
why only one eye works.
Oh, their eyes? I don't remember the eyeballs moving. I don't think I had one.
Yeah. They both move, but this one's kind of like there used to be like a track in here that moved both eyes, but it broke off years ago. And this one's kind of like seized. Like I can't really move his eye. But this one moves fluidly, which is even worse.
Oh, that's worse, yeah.
Yeah. But he's got a tail, and I don't remember which one this one is, but he's got a tail. I think the eyes glow in the dark, too.
Like the front of him is much darker than the back of him.
Yeah.
Like he's been sun bleached.
He's been in the sun.
Was he sitting
He's been in a car or something. Like,
yeah.
and I love, but like, look at how his arms dangle because, like, well, I can't get the articulation in here, but like, I can be like, hey, what's going on? And like, he looks like really animated.
I know.
Like, yeah, dance the magic dance or whatever, yeah.
They're like the right amount of stiff in parts to like stay, yeah.
Yeah, he knows like how much latex or whatever to use, but like, unlike Yoda, he's still here.
Still in good shape.
Right? How is that possible?
Better than Yoda.
I don't know.
Better than Yoda.
Seriously.
Because they just
fuck did they
threw
do?
Yoda into like some warehouse where it was not temperature controlled and just
Yeah.
melted
Just melted.
over time.
We left him inside a barbecue grill outside for 60 years. I don't know how that could possibly have been.
Let's sell him for $20,000.
I don't think I had the Boglin, man. Those are way bigger. I don't remember the eyeballs being able to move either.
They made mini Boglins. So like there's this, and then there's the one that's like half the size. And yeah.
I had Mad Balls. I think that was the closest.
I love Mad Balls. Those were fucking dope. I had a Blurp Ball.
I don't know what that one is.
The Blurp Balls were like Mad Balls, but they shot things out of their mouths. Like they were still gross, but when you like hit them or squeeze them, a thing would shoot out of their mouths. I had like a frog, like a disgusting frog that had like a big fly or something in its mouth. Fucking sick. But yeah, Mad Balls, I was like, this is why people don't show commercials to children anymore. Because like, I needed a Mad Ball. I needed the one that was a baseball that was an eyeball. Like I needed that.
We got him. We had like two, I think. And like very early on, my dad was like, great, thanks. And he like screwed a rope into it and hung it from the garage so he knew where to stop his car. I was like, we're still using that, Dad. Like way too early. Like we were still playing with it.
We're still using that. He's like, well, I'm using it now. I can get you a tennis ball. I can get you 10 tennis balls. They come in a tube.
There's 3 in a thing right there.
Yeah.
Nope.
I want this mummy that looks like he's melting out of his bandages. Or a gross football player.
Well, all right. So while we were watching, and when the fiery scene came on, I was nervous because, you know, a bunch of the other scenes had scared Emmett. And I was like, oh no, this one's going to scare him too. But it literally, the second they come on, he goes, wait, pause it. Because he recognized that we have a fiery doll.
What the hell?
And he ran upstairs to get it and came back downstairs.
Sick.
And I was like, do you remember what happens with this guy? And he was like, no. And I was like, something special happens with him. And so we watched the scene. And when he takes his head off, I go, check this out. His little head comes off. And all of his appendages come off. So you can just like mix them up, make them all crazy and stuff. His little legs come off. And so we've had this since Felix was a baby. And that's when Felix was a baby, we had him in like a red and white striped outfit and just took a picture with him in this fiery. And that was his little cosplay. But I love this little guy. He's held up very well. He's so cute.
Seriously.
That's awesome.
I know.
And we also have, there's so much merch, but we have this, it's a kid's book called Straight to the Castle. And it just teaches kids like left, right, and up and down. It's very silly. Fun. But it's like, all right, she can go left. And then over here, it just changes direction, which is one of my favorite parts of the movie. This one isn't so great because he just goes down like 2 centimeters. But it's so big.
Yeah. Should go to the page where it has Hoggle peeing, and then you can slide out the pee.
You should have that. They've got the little rocks come down. But it's a fun little pop-up book for kids. And then they have
I like the art.
Up and down.
Oh.
Yeah, the art is cool. It's a fun little book that we saw and we're like, well, we need to own this, even though like, I don't know, it's just a fun thing to have. But there's other things that I saw also since like it's the 40th anniversary and I've been getting so many ads thrown at me for there's an event happening in Stamford at like the Palace Theater. They're going to have, there's like this group that travels around the country, and they play live music, like play the score underneath the movie while you watch the movie. And they're having this event all over the place. And one of them is in Stamford. So I keep getting ads for it. But there's all this other weird stuff. This t-shirt, I solved Jarrett's Labyrinth, and all I got was a stupid baby. This was something very strange. Some stenches are eternal. I don't know if this is real or if this is fake, but it says, for the discerning Labyrinth fan who wishes to wear the experience of the film wherever they go, look no further than Bog, an elegant concoction with top notes of wet peat and soil, middle notes of algae and decay, and base notes of the most pungent and nauseating flora that nature has to offer. Try Bog today. One spray and the stench is here to stay. We mean that literally. You will never be able to wash it off. Sweet and fragrant, says Sir Didymus. Smell bad, says Ludo.
I love it.
I don't know why they made this. It's so fun looking.
Yeah.
Like, it's just
I bet it's fake.
I don't know if they would make it.
But I love fake ads like that. Like, that's so cool.
Yeah. It's got like Labyrinth 40th. It's got Jim Henson on it. Like they put some real effort into making this.
Totally.
Really.
Yeah.
Here's another one that I saw. This one is, as far as I could tell, rinked. Shoes made for the Labyrinth on this like one site, Bull Airs. And they're just different designs. One is the Goblin King. One is Sarah. One is for the Fireys. Hoggle, Elo Worm, should say William, and Ludo. But just like, what is the practicality of having these fiery shoes just having fur on them? I mean, I guess they sell fur shoes like that anyway, but it's just fun that they are like, there's enough people out there that would want to buy these and probably have and will. And if you're one of those people, you can get some Labyrinth shoes.
That's convention wear right there.
Yeah. That's some real stuff. But there's apparently there's like besides the event that's going on that's all over the place. There's a ball that happens in LA every year where people go and dress up as whatever characters they want from the movie, but it's just like a masquerade ball that you can go to. I don't know like if you need like a special something to get in, or if just anybody who wants to can get a ticket. But that sounds like a cool thing to do.
I think that's an orgy. I think you're describing an orgy.
Yeah.
That's a Eyes Wide Shut thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like for Comic-Con.
I didn't see Labyrinth mentioned anywhere in there, but it seemed like a fun thing. I don't know.
But there was a dude who dressed like David Bowie, so I knew it was legit.
So I have one last thing for that I mentioned before. Mm-hmm. Speaking of like puppets and Hoggle, Hoggle had gone missing. The actual like puppet, the animatronic, like I guess there were several things, but like the main one that they used had gone missing for like 10 years, and then showed up in a unclaimed luggage thing in Alabama in a suitcase. What? And now he's like under glass, like he's restored and everything like that. But I will give you the jump scare warning now. I had to look up the photos of it.
Oh no, Hoggle!
Yeah. 10 years in a suitcase.
It's even worse somehow.
It's a crime scene. It's a crime scene. It's terrifying.
Yeah, that I would have screamed like Ned Flanders if I had opened that thing and found him in there.
I don't know how, like, because whoever's like opened up, I imagine it's like a pretty big crate because he's tall, like he's big.
Yeah, I would have thought it was a body.
Yeah, right. Like I don't know how long it would take me to realize, like, okay, that's not a decaying human body,
puppet. Like,
right? Because there's like weight to it. It looks horrifying.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
how big is this suitcase that he was in too?
I know. Yeah,
was it a steamer trunk like on the Titanic?
Yeah, the head
is massive. The head had to fit on a person's head and had like little things in it that were radio controlled.
Yeah.
I imagine it's like it was not like a suitcase like you and I would have, but like some sort of like, you know,
massive
storage container type thing or whatever. But I couldn't imagine. I mean, the pose in the bottom right looks like a corpse that was found somewhere.
Yes.
Like,
yeah, it's like Laura Palmer. He's in like plastic.
The plastic too. My God, crap.
Washed up, bloated from being in the ocean.
Yeah, like fucking terrifying. Like the lighting is harsh and everything about these are just terrifying.
These are crime scene photos.
Yes, yes, absolutely. But they
awesome.
restored him, but like at a certain point, like I don't know, you got to just scrap this thing and just like make a new one.
Yeah,
like
it's
a replica.
Ship of Theseus. At what point are you just making another Hoggle?
Right.
Yeah.
I don't know. Anyway,
That's awesome.
terrifying. I meant to look for it, but I guess the Goblin King initially was going to be another puppet as well. It wasn't going to be a human.
Yeah.
But
And then they were like, what if Goblin King was a fox? Instead of looking like a goblin. What if he was
people
sexy?
saw this movie wanted to bang him?
yes, right. I didn't find any designs. I didn't look. I didn't have a chance to look. But I was curious, like what a Muppet design of the Goblin King was going to look like.
It just would have been very silly in comparison. She could have just kicked it, unless it was giant and human-sized, but still. I'm picturing like the little goblins. Just kick them. Just punt.
I like it that it's, if it was Bowie or somebody else, but like I like it just being this kind of weird guy
Yeah.
in this world of everything. And it kind of helps stand out a little bit more because everyone else is so crazy looking anyway.
Yeah.
You know?
There's a
know.
bunch
Yeah.
of like prequel stuff that was made. There's so much stuff that was made after this movie. There's books, there's comics, there's like I showed you the t-shirt, there's earrings that actually I bought that are like the little, the knockers where one has the rings in his ear and one has it in his mouth. They're just those two guys. And I bought them
That's cool.
because I was like, I was getting served all these things for the Labyrinth. So I was like, those are cool. I want them.
I want those.
I'll buy them. They're sterling silver. I'm a fan.
Nice.
I'll get it.
Yeah, that's
Sweet.
that's sweet.
But one of the things that I saw that I thought was fun was that in 2012 for Free Comic Book Day, there was a Labyrinth short story called Hoggle and the Worm, which I was like, that is cool. If somebody has that anywhere, can you send that to me? I want to read that.
I might have that. I'll take a look.
2012. That was, it was a good time ago.
Yeah.
But there's still some, like, what's it called? Rumor that there might be a sequel, but there's no real information recently. Last thing was in December of 2024. They said that Robert Eggers was tapped to direct and co-write a follow-up to The Labyrinth, but
What?
Let's
no.
take it down a notch. Let's not go straight to Eggers, please. Good Lord.
Oh my god.
Yeah. And it was also in the same like report. It said that Alexander Skarsgård was like spoken to about being Jareth, and I was like, I don't know. That's a level of insanity.
Which Skarsgård is he? That's
Yeah,
not.
I think he's it.
He is. That's it. That's him. Okay.
Yeah, I think
Okay.
that's Pennywise.
Scary.
There's like 1,000 Skarsgårds. I wasn't sure which one it was.
It's true.
There's at least 4 of them, I think, right?
Yeah. No, there's
Yeah.
1,000.
1,000.
There's 1,000. It's 4? No, it's 1,000.
Last I checked. I have the strangest trivia about Labyrinth.
Yeah.
The ballroom scene, like the dance choreography and stuff like that, like the whole scene, everything's kind of meant to feel like swaying and uneasy and stuff. The choreographer was Cheryl McFadden, who is Dr. Beverly Crusher on Star Trek The Next Generation.
Yes.
Like that was
Yes.
she went from like that to that.
Yeah, she changed her name to Gates McFadden to be an actor. And if you watch I remember watching like a making of documentary or featurette, and I'm like, what the hell's Beverly Crusher doing here? Because she is unmistakable. Because it's 86, I think TNG is 89 or 87.
So it's
It's like right there. It's just Beverly Crusher is teaching like Jennifer Connelly how to dance. I'm like, this is insane what I'm looking at right now.
This is so strange.
Which also makes a lot of sense if you watch TNG and you see Beverly Crusher like every opportunity she's dancing.
Oh really?
or doing gymnastics or stretching, and it's like Yeah, all right.
Clearly, yeah, just trying to. Did I mention
Fill that in?
Yeah, like,
we
well,
know,
the best we
Doctor.
can do is give you a whole episode where you have sex with a ghost.
I'll take it.
From Space Ireland.
Space Ireland?
Yeah.
A
thought you
space
said-
Irish ghost.
I thought you said Space Island, and that doesn't. Space Ireland. They're both. None of them make sense, but
No. Space Island is just a planet,
right? Or is it just a floating island in
right?
space?
Yeah.
Let's find out.
That's so great. I'm so glad you remembered that, because I was like, I completely forgot. And then you mentioned you were like the dance choreographer. I'm like, oh my God, that's right. Gates McFadden, but it's not Gates. It's her real name.
When she did that, she was Gates.
When she did TNG, she was Gates. When she did Labyrinth, she was Cheryl. Or
Gotcha.
yeah, which is like, a name.
Yeah.
The name.
Yeah,
Gates. Weird.
but yeah, and apparently she was like, it wasn't just like a one-off. Like she was a movie dance choreographer. Like she had done other movies. So gun to my head, I couldn't name one of them.
It's a cool twist.
But yeah,
turn.
That's cool.
It's a weird, like,
Yeah.
there was already a Cheryl McFadden who's just like,
Right in the Screen Actors Guild, and
Yeah.
she's like,
change your name.
all right, I'll go with Gates. I'm surprised. I'm shocked. I mean, like, that there is no follow-up. That in all this time, like the Dark Crystal got a prequel series.
Yeah, right? I know. It's weird.
Well, there was like a book. There's a book, and there's like I said, there was comics. There's like a full run of comics that were like prequel,
Yeah.
and there was something about, it was like how Jareth came to be the Goblin King, and how it was something about like his mother was sent to the Labyrinth to try to save him, and it was this whole, I don't know.
Yeah, that's the thing, right? Like, I don't care, though, about, like, that. Like, Jareth is interesting when he's in Labyrinth. Like,
I don't care.
I know.
yeah.
The hard part for me is, like, the amount of insane creative energy behind every stitch of this movie. Like I was saying before, like, everything is something. Like, they're doing
Yes.
something in every shot, and, like, in the background there's stuff. There's camera tricks, all this kind of shit. Like, to find, like, the right team to try and do that right with the same sort of like energy and vibe to it and stuff, I feel like would be difficult to do unless you're just going with Robert Eggers and just like, let's make it terrifying. Just top to bottom.
Let's make it a nightmare.
Yeah.
At least the Skarsgård will definitely be in it then.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I don't know.
I'd see it. I'll go for it.
Crazy.
See it no matter what.
Well, if you haven't seen Labyrinth, you should.
You should.
It's a weird.
I think they
weird
actually
movie.
did a re-release in January. I could be wrong.
That's right. Maybe through Fathom events. I thought I remembered seeing a poster for it. And I was like, oh.
So sorry you missed that. It was a bunch of months ago. But
Or you can watch it on
you
YouTube
can check
like
it
I
out.
did.
It's free everywhere.
Yeah.
It's on like YouTube. It's on Disney Plus. It's on like literally just Google watch Labyrinth and you can see it wherever you want. It's
Yeah.
it's
That's
everywhere.
insane.
Yeah. It's like, you know how like you try to watch some shitty movie from 20 years ago and you have to pay $5 to see it. It's crazy that it's just Labyrinth is awesome and it's free everywhere.
That's pretty sweet. I
You
like
don't
that a
have to
lot.
steal it.
I recommend I recommend doing what I did today, where you're watching it at 1x speed, then shortly after that 1.25, then 1.5.
Just to speed it up as you go.
Yeah, because I was like, shit, I got stuff. I'm like
running
working
out of
still. I'm
time.
like, all right, let's go. This is another song here. I'll just speed it up through the song.
Yeah.
Yeah, it moves a little quicker that way, somehow. I have a stupid quick story.
Yeah.
Something that's never happened before. Sal knows it though. Once I start talking about it, last week's Dorkly bit was going to be. I wrote the sketch about. It's going to be this week's Dorkly bit. Spoilers. Where there's a bunch of fake Bowsers, and the real Bowser is like telling them all about like what weapons you're going to get, and like, let's go out there and kill Mario. And then they all start complaining about like some of them only shoot fireballs, and some of the three of them get fireballs and hammers, blah blah blah. And then they all revolt and like do a mutiny on Bowser. And then there's an end scene where like Mario comes out and they all want to kill Mario and stuff like that, and they kill him with hammers and stuff. So I'm like, this is funny enough. I'm just fine. And so Sal's got like a bunch of voices in it and stuff. We're recording all this stuff. And then it took a little bit longer to produce. So like last week, I had an old Dorkly bit that I saw that got pulled down from College Humor like a million years ago. I was like, oh, I'm going to post this week. Buy me some time, whatever. And then like I'm reading the comments from the older Dorkly bit, and people are like, oh, if you're reposting stuff, you should post these other ones that got pulled down. And one of them was called Bowser's Minions, which was like literally like 20 years old. And I'm like, oh yeah, Bowser's Minions. Like I remember it when I was writing this one, but I didn't remember the full context of it. There's just like a bunch of, like I animated it and like I don't fully remember. I didn't write it, but
yeah, you do enough bits that you don't have to remember every detail of everything you've ever done.
So it's funny you say that because I watch it and I'm like, oh, fuck. This is the exact thing that I just wrote beat for beat. Like it's different minions. They're all like complaining about stuff, just about how Bowser runs his domain and shit. And then as I'm watching, I'm like, don't kill Bowser. They kill Bowser. I'm like, God damn it. And then they're like, at the end, they're like, let's go kill Mario. And I'm like, oh, no. And literally, I wrote it the same way, where like, it's like a post-credit scene where like Mario runs out of the castle for like 2 seconds, and then they all jump and kill him for like an extended beat. And that's kind of just the joke of it, an extended beat. I literally, like in the script, I'm like, they're throwing in a ridiculous amount of hammers, more hammers than what you would think, and like whatever. And I'm like, I wrote this thing, and it already exists. I was like, fuck. It's like 70% produced at this point. And I'm like, this has never happened to me before. Like it was a complete like memory hole thing. Like I wrote the whole thing. Normally I have a pretty good memory of like the shit that I've produced or made or had been involved with or whatever in some capacity. And like, I'm like, well, fuck, now what? So like, it's a whole new ending to it. I had to go in like a complete opposite direction of what I initially wrote or just took from Bowser's Minions. And so now it's a different thing, and we'll finish it up by tomorrow, and it'll post on the site, on the channel on Saturday.
Whoopsies.
Yeah, but I was like, that's insane. And there was a very good chance of me not watching Bowser's Minions.
Yep.
And realizing that.
Putting it out.
And putting it out there.
And then everyone would be like, this is just Bowser's Minions.
Yep.
Yeah. They're like, oh, you remastered Bowser's Minions. You're like, what?
I don't know what my reaction would be for that. I would be like just cold, like flop sweat thing. I get it like that. I do that when like I screw up a small thing in there and people start calling it out. I'm like, oh, fuck, I fucked it up. I didn't even see it. Like if the whole sketch was that... God damn.
Aww.
So yeah, that was a first. I've been writing stuff for a very long time, and that was the very first time that's ever happened. Very strange.
It's incredible. Yeah, you were like, I already did the sketch. I did this already.
I could almost accept the general premise of like minions revolting against Bowser, whatever that's happened. Mine's like barely different up to that point, and then like. They kill Bowser. I'm like, oh shit. And then the post-credits thing, literally, it would have looked exactly the same. At that point,
that's amazing.
It's, I don't know, insane.
So go watch Bowser's Minions, and then watch the new, the new and improved
on YouTube. You can watch.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you can find it. It's one that like those ones I'm not gonna repost like Bowser's Minions or some other ones. There's some other older ones like that because I didn't write those ones, and so like I can't like. In good conscience repost that shit just for having animated it. I don't like, there's not enough ownership for that. So you can find it somewhere. People have.
Go look for it.
The one that I posted last week, people have it up somewhere too. I forget what that one was. Whatever. Sorry.
Whatever. I'm sorry.
Oh, it's about a warp whistle and Mario regrets using the warp whistle.
Right.
So yeah, I should probably stop making stuff. No. I feel like I've
done them all.
You've cycled through.
I've cycled through
done all of it until there's
come out the other side.
Well, they need to provide you with more material. Clearly,
I guess so.
Yeah,
we need newer things.
Anywho, so do you guys have anything you want to plug? Sorry, I went on that little right there.
Oh, Bowser's Minion.
All right, that's it for this week, guys. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. If you're watching this on YouTube, who's your favorite Labyrinth character? How's that?
Yeah. Who's your favorite guy? Is it this guy? Or is it somebody else?
Mine's the dog. Mine's the sheepdog. Ambrosia or whatever his name is.
Ambrosius.
If you're listening to this on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, wherever you get your podcasts, give us a like, leave a comment there. It helps us out.
We like you. We hope you like us.
I played Mega Man for like 2 seconds on like a little emulator thing. I'm like, I fucking hate this game. Yeah, I was like, now I know why I never really played Mega Man. I'm like,
it's fun to jump. Like, I love like running and then being like, and then I get killed immediately. I'm like, fuck this game forever.
Yep. There's just a certain part of like nostalgia. I'm just like, yeah, this is like, I love these old games. Nope, I fucking hate all these games. Yep.
I hate them all.